Yeah.
ओके, सो अप टिल नाउ हम लोग एक्सटर्नल एनालिसिस की बात कर रहे थे. वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट एक्सटर्नल एनालिसिस व्हिच अफेक्ट्स आवर बिजनेसेस. बट बिफोर आई बिगिन दिस पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग, I want to ask you guys, what are two things that every company does? What are two things that every company does?
Making profit.
No. I mean, what does it offer? There are only two things that companies or businesses or organizations offers.
They offer salary, they offer environment, they also offer exposure.
Apart from that, please understand, this is the time that we are looking at ourselves as an organizational whole. तो basically जो दो चीजें हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफर करता है मार्केट में, वो सिर्फ दो होती है, या तो प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं या सर्विसेज होती हैं. ठीक है,
सॉरी,
नाउ
हाँ.
है ना, सिर्फ दो ही चीजें ऑफर करता है, या तो
So the
प्रोडक्ट्स
question,
ऑफर करेगा, नहीं तो सर्विसेज ऑफर करेगा.
so the question should be, what does the business offer?
करेक्ट. ओके, आई गेट दैट. नाउ हैविंग सेड दैट, अभी तक हम बाहर पॉइंट आउट करते आ रहे थे, वी वर शोइंग फिंगर्स कि इफ इट इज पॉलिटिकल, इफ इट अफेक्ट्स आवर बिजनेस, इफ इट इज कंपटीशन, इफ इट, बट देयर आर सर्टेन इंटरनल फैक्टर्स आल्सो which affects our business. Now, क्योंकि देयर आर फ्यू बिग कंसल्टिंग कंपनीज, जैसे कि मैकेंसी है, उसने अपना मॉडल निकाला था, तो बीसीजी को अपना मॉडल निकालना ही था. तो बीसीजी इज बॉस्टन कंसल्टिंग ग्रुप. बीसीजी ने अपना मॉडल निकाला जिसे हम ग्रोथ मार्केट शेयर एनालिसिस कहते हैं. ठीक है, जिसे बीसीजी मैट्रिक्स कहते हैं. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस बीसीजी मैट्रिक्स? बीसीजी मैट्रिक्स जो है, अब आप इसको, before I move forward in this line, आप इस पूरी चीज को ऐसे समझो, मान लो आपकी एक कंपनी जो है वो एक फैमिली है. ठीक है, ठीक है, आपकी फैमिली में एक मियां बीवी है और 4 बच्चे हैं. ठीक है, नाउ एक बच्चा जो है, नाउ this is what we call, I'm just drawing an analogy so that you understand it easily. So every company offers products and services, and they offer typically 4 types of products or services. Now what are these? Now the first thing that I want to show you is the high growth and high share. ये स्टार बच्चे होते हैं, मतलब इनमें कम पैसा डाल के भी खूब मिलता है. Okay, they are the star products that a company offers, and that gives you the largest revenue. So actually it is called the star products. Okay, now इन अ फैमिली, हर में से एक फैमिली में बच्चा एक ऐसा होता है जो कि बहुत एक्सेप्शनली गिफ्टेड होता है, जिसपे अपन बहुत इन्वेस्ट करते हैं. हाँ, पर वो खूब हमारा नाम वाम बहुत रोशन करता है. आपको याद आता है ऐसा कोई प्रोडक्ट? टाटा में एक प्रोडक्ट ऐसा है जो कि बहुत फेमस है, एंड इट्स डूइंग फैबुलसली वेल. कैन यू टॉक अबाउट इट? कौशल, यू आर ऑन म्यूट.
Yeah, Harrier is doing really well. Punch is doing really well.
I think they are selling.
But
they are
most
selling
of all,
they are selling the safety.
The star product is Nexon. Nexon सबसे ज्यादा बिक रहा है, उनका EV सबसे ज्यादा बिक रहा है, and that's the star बच्चा in the whole lot.
Exactly. So basically, Tata Motors is the star product right now in the Tata Group. तो basically BCG मैट्रिक्स के हिसाब से वो जो है वो स्टार है, जिसमें हाई ग्रोथ और हाई शेयर भी है. ठीक है, अब आते हैं हम इस पर, जो कि है कैश काउ. नाउ ये जो है, ये वो वाला बच्चा है जो कि अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तो समझता है, लोगों को सपोर्ट करता है, पर पैसा भी लाता है. दैट मीन्स इसके ऊपर ट्रस्ट किया जा सकता है. Okay, so these are exactly low growth but high share products. Tata में एक low growth लेकिन high share products है. Can you guys tell me that?
Sorry, come again.
Low growth लेकिन high share product है टाटा का.
Low growth लेकिन
TCS.
Tiago.
Support करता है.
Tiago.
नहीं. It is a totally different function.
अच्छा.
Product
Okay.
offers services.
Tata. TCS.
Tata Salt.
Exactly. TCS.
TCS.
नाम बहुत है, पैसा लाता है, हाई शेयर है, पर उसकी ग्रोथ कंपैरेटिवली जो है वो उतनी नहीं है. सो उसको बीसीजी मैट्रिक्स में काओ कहा जाता है. ठीक है. थर्ड हमारा होता है क्वेश्चन मार्क, अपकमिंग इनोवेशन. नाउ ये हाई ग्रोथ लो शेयर होता है. इसके बारे में मतलब दिस इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ चाइल्ड जिसके बारे में प्रिडिक्ट नहीं किया जा सकता कि ये आगे जाके कैसा करेगा, पर अगर इसको थोड़ा सा सपोर्ट किया जाए तो ये फैबुलसली परफॉर्म कर सकता है. कैन यू टेल मी अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टाटा दैट इज डूइंग लाइक दिस?
I think Safari has. Sorry, again, I go get into
product
cardio.
or service which is again a different sector.
Zudio.
टाटा का जो नया प्लेटफॉर्म जो है, ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म है, जो कि
जिसे हम
luxury
क्रोमा
brands-
रिटेल कहते हैं. क्रोमा रिटेल कहते हैं.
नहीं. टाटा का एक नया प्लेटफॉर्म है, ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म है, न्यू करके,
New.
that deals with the luxury products, just like Amazon, but in luxury items. Great potential, great products, but I think उसको काफी promotion की जरूरत है.
इस वाले में टाटा पावर भी आता है. टाटा पावर जो है उसकी ग्रोथ बहुत अच्छी है. आप उसके स्टॉक प्राइसेस देखो, मार्केट प्राइसेस देखो, बहुत अच्छे हैं, पर वो उतना पकड़ नहीं रहा है. क्यों? क्योंकि पीपल आर नॉट इन्वेस्टिंग इनटू इट. सो उसको अगर थोड़ा सा भी टाटा अगर सपोर्ट करे तो इट विल डू फैबुलसली वेल एंड इट कैन बिकम अ स्टार प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टाटा. ओके, एंड लास्ट नॉट द लीस्ट है डॉग. Now dogs are those products जो कि बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं करते, और at a certain point of time the company has to take a decision to shut these products down. Okay, now टाटा का एक प्रोडक्ट जो कि आप बता सकते हैं जो कि इसकी वजह से डिसइन्वेस्ट किया गया. नैनो तो है ही है. टाटा टेलीकॉम. डोकोमो हुआ करता था हमारे जमाने में. Isn't it? It was not very profitable and it was a declining product, and it even for that matter Tata का fiber connection भी आया था, that also went out of the market just because of the same strategy.
Absolutely. They are coming back now with the name of Tata Play. They're coming back again into the business. They're trying hard.
They're trying, but अभी वो अगर देखा जाए तो वो अभी स्टिल क्वेश्चन मार्क के फेज में होगा.
Absolutely.
अभी वो क्वेश्चन मार्क के फेज में होगा. हम वो डॉग्स आर दोज प्रोडक्ट्स व्हिच कंपनी फाइनली डिसाइड्स टू डिसकंटिन्यू और डिसइन्वेस्ट, एंड दे आर नॉट थिंकिंग ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट एनीमोर. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट्स नॉट गिविंग देम एनी रेवेन्यू पर से, बिकॉज बॉटम लाइन ऑफ एवरीथिंग इज अ रेवेन्यू. एंड अगर रेवेन्यू नहीं तो कंपनी नहीं, सैलरीज नहीं, प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं, सर्विसेज नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं. So how to use BCG in internal analysis? We have to analyze the products in every quadrant. Yes.
Okay. Niharika beautifully explained all the 4 quadrants, and I think there are 13 people in the group including you. We all could come up with own set of examples. Can we invite few more examples from different company,
Yes,
different industry? Everyone should be able to relate to it. So for each quadrant, a person should share 4 different examples. If we can have at least 2 to 3 examples like that, that would be great, with your permission.
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead. Shoot.
Yeah. So anybody would like to
Anybody?
Okay, nobody. So I'll try. Can you
So
come back to the previous?
I'll just
Yeah.
can I try here?
Yeah, Jigar.
बिल्कुल,
So
go
it is
ahead.
related to pharma. It is related to pharmaceutical products. So
बिल्कुल.
there are some products which are called as statins. ठीक है, atorvastatin, rosuvastatin, जो काफी चलते हैं market में. So there are some companies like the company that I work for is Sun Pharma. ठीक है. So we have our brands which are called as Rosuvas. So it's part of the rosuvastatin market, and our market share is also very good, and the growth rate for that is also very good. So that is one brand that I can
Somebody is
relate
trying
here,
to speak,
which will
not
come.
audible. Who's that? Sarika,
सारिका.
we will come to you.
आप टाइप कर दो, टाइप कर दो.
After Jigar finishes, we'll come back to you.
So this is one brand that comes to my mind when we talk about high growth and high market share. So we are at currently a position of 33% market share, and the growth is also almost double-digit growth for that brand.
Okay. Niharika, if you can come back to the previous slide where we have all the 4 quadrants here.
4 quadrants.
Yeah, I was about to say the same,
Yeah.
but Kaushal already said. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we'll be able to relate. So one example, Jigar, from first quadrant, which is star new tech product. I guess you've already shared,
So
right?
there is also one new tech product that is a dapagliflozin product that is available in the market now, where currently the shares are not good, matlab, sales are not good, but it has a lot of promise to grow well because there are new data, scientific study that has come that it controls diabetes as well as it is beneficial for people who are having heart failure. So in the near future, it is going to go like really great guns. Most of the doctors are shifting on their current patients also onto these drugs. That is dapagliflozin.
Okay.
SGLT2
Can I
inhibitors.
share something relatable? Because I'm not sure how many
Yeah. Go ahead. That
will be
is
able to relate to pharma, but there's some Sarika has
इसलिए मैंने
shared
बोला
Amul
कि
products. Amul products. So I'll go to the first quadrant wherein the star product Amul ka jo doodh hai, that is a star product. It sells in high numbers in most parts of of India, and now they are planning to expand their market to down south. और उसको लेके अभी रिसेंटली एक कंट्रोवर्सी भी हुआ था, मतलब बैंगलोर इधर कर्नाटका साइड, some government or political party is opposing it. तो ये एक एग्जांपल मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा है.
Nandini milk.
Sorry?
Nandini and
Nandini
Amul.
उसको
Nandini.
Yes.
local player is Nandini, उसने अपोज किया था.
Yes.
हाँ. So अमूल का ये जो मिल्क प्रोडक्ट है, that is the star product. So high growth, high share. One example I will take from Cash Cow, established service, mature and well established service generates constant cash flow. For example, अगर आप देखोगे फेसबुक के पास 2-3 प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक का है, व्हाट्सएप है, एंड फेसबुक इटसेल्फ, राइट? इसमें सबसे ज्यादा रेवेन्यू कौन सा जनरेट करता है?
Facebook itself probably.
Facebook itself generates a lot of profit, जबकि Instagram और WhatsApp उतना नहीं करता है. So Facebook के लिए जो पेरेंट, मतलब जो मेन Facebook है, वो कैश का हो गया. यहाँ पे थर्ड जो मैट्रिक्स है, that is upcoming innovation. It has a growth potential but still holds a small market share. Growth potential, small market share. I'm not able to think of any as of now.
Twitter किसमें आएगा?
Twitter is, I would keep it on a 4th quadrant, to be honest, because now,
Dog.
Yeah, it is declining big time because of its, weird strategies, I would say. And continuously.
ChatGPT, I think, can come inside a star product, na? ChatGPT.
I think ChatGPT would come at this 3rd quadrant.
Star, na?
Upcoming innovation.
Upcoming
innovation.
Matlab future is unknown.
It's still growing, no? There are still a lot of people who are not using ChatGPT and they're slowly and steadily adapting to it.
Right, so this future is still unknown.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm done.
और
और कोई
सॉफ्टवेयर
रैंडमली
कंपनीज
ऐसे
कैन
ब्रांड
कम इन
बोलो तो
स्टार
हम लोग पे
प्रोडक्ट्स.
इसे डाल सकते हैं।
You can take so many examples. कोका कोला का देख लो आप. कोक जो मेन प्रोडक्ट है, दैट इज द स्टार प्रोडक्ट. हालांकि उनके पास और भी बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स है, जैसे मिनट मेड हो गया. उनके और भी बहुत सारे डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ड्रिंक्स आते हैं, जो शायद आपको ऐसे ध्यान में नहीं आ रहा होगा, लेकिन जब आप मार्केट में देखोगे तो बोले, अच्छा ये भी कोक का ही प्रोडक्ट है.
लेकिन सिद्धार्थ, इसमें अपॉर्चुनिटी टू ग्रो इज नॉट फिनोमिनल ना। अगर कोक का हम लोग प्रोडक्ट कोक लेते हैं तो आगे इसका ग्रोथ रेट ज्यादा नहीं होगा। मार्केट शेयर भले ही ज्यादा हो, लेकिन आगे और ग्रोथ करने का अपॉर्चुनिटी शायद ज्यादा नहीं हो।
स्टार
हाई ग्रोथ.
प्रोडक्ट्स जो है ना, स्टार प्रोडक्ट्स जो होते हैं वो ऑलरेडी एस्टैब्लिश्ड होते हैं,
हाँ हाँ, तो मैं वही
हाँ,
बात कर रहा हूँ.
वो
एंड
एस्टैब्लिश्ड
हाई
होते हैं,
ग्रोथ भी
उनके
होगा
लिए
ना।
कुछ करने के लिए जरूरत ही नहीं होती।
नहीं,
वो
हाई
स्टार
ग्रोथ
प्रोडक्ट
ऑलरेडी
होता
है
है,
उसका.
आप चाहो ना चाहो, कस्टमर उसको मांगेगा ही मांगेगा।
हम्म.
मतलब वो खुद की
नहीं, देयर आर
इतनी
टू
ब्रांड
थिंग्स
वैल्यू होती है।
सेपरेट इन दिस। कैन आई एक्सप्लेन इट माय वे? जो प्रोडक्ट जो
गो
रहता है ना,
है,
जिसका मार्केट शेयर ज्यादा रहता है, उसमें ग्रोथ हाई होना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है। बिकॉज इफ यू कीप ऑन ग्रोइंग हाई, द मार्केट शेयर विल ऑल्सो कीप ऑन इंक्रीजिंग, एंड एट वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम ऐसा आएगा कि आपका मार्केट शेयर ज्यादा है, लेकिन आपका ग्रोथ ज्यादा होना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है। तो कोक का आई एम नॉट श्योर हाउ मच विल बी द ग्रोथ। मार्केट शेयर उसका ज्यादा हो सकता है, 25%, 30%,
नहीं, उनका ग्रोथ
लेकिन
भी
ग्रोथ
काफी
पता
अच्छा.
नहीं।
सो ग्रोथ उनका काफी अच्छा है एज कंपेयर टू पेप्सिको. आई रिसेंटली विजिटेड देयर लुधियाना प्लांट
So
couple of
the
months
Apple
back.
अच्छा,
products can be taken as star product because no, they have their growth and also high market share.
That has to come from you, Siddharth.
Yeah.
ये तो आपसे ही आना था.
मैं सोच रहा हूँ क्या क्या हो सकता है because no mobile industry.
Think beyond Apple now.
Yeah.
हाँ,
Okay.
एप्पल का एग्जांपल लेके आप उनके सारे प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में यहाँ पे बात कर सकते हो. तो स्टार प्रोडक्ट इज एप्पल आईफोन, ठीक है. सेकंड इज कैश काउ. कैश काउ क्या है? आईफोन ही है. थर्ड,
आईफोन ही है।
पोटेंशियल.
उसके
उनका वो जो
एयरपोर्ट्स
एयर टैग है
एयरपोर्ट्स
ना, एयर टैग, उसमें बहुत
AirTag.
पोटेंशियल है, लेकिन बिकॉज ऑफ देयर प्राइस, मतलब जबरदस्ती इतना हाई कर रखा है, जिसकी वजह से शायद वो.
इवन फॉर दैट मैटर आईट्यून्स,
आईपैड्स आईपैड्स
आईपैड्स.
आईपैड्स,
आईपैड्स. अच्छा, फिर डिक्लाइनिंग प्रोडक्ट क्या है इसका, एप्पल का?
They have launched a cloth, Apple cloth, I think, Apple cloth.
नहीं,
That is the.
this VR thing is there ना, that is कौन सा वो चश्मे की तरह रहता है, I think that is.
I got a example from my background here from my wife. उन्होंने बोला किंडल. किंडल एक टाइम पे बहुत हाइप था उसका.
Himanshu.
इट्स अ डिक्लाइनिंग प्रोडक्ट नाउ.
Kindle is
Himanshu
Amazon.
is-
Ananda,
Exhibit
very
demand
nice
है.
example she gave. IRCTC, high growth, high share. Nice. चलो आगे बढ़े. निहारिका, चलो ठीक है, आप खा लो पहले.
मैं खा भी रही हूँ ना, क्योंकि भूख लगती है ना इतना ज्ञान की बात करके।
सही है, सही है, सही है. आगे बढ़ते हैं. यही तो मजा है इसका.
ओके, वी हैव टू नाउ, एवरी कंपनी जो है सिर्फ एक ही प्रोडक्ट जो है वो कभी भी नहीं बेचती, कभी भी एक ही सर्विसेज जो है वो मतलब ऑफर नहीं करती है. इट हैज अ वेरियस प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज दैट इट ऑफर्स. सो BCG matrix जो है, it helps the organizations to analyze their products in each of these 4 quadrants. ये quadrants के classification से पता चल जाता है कि which product is performing well and which product is not performing well, and
Right.
they can also develop strategies to maximize the potential in all the 3 quadrants while leaving out the product which is not giving them amount of revenue that is required. Got it?
Yeah.
Advantages और disadvantages ये हैं, simple visual है, allocation decision में help करता है. Now the moment I come to know कि भैया इससे पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है, मैं उसमें पैसा डालना बंद कर देगी. ओके, मुझे ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटी तुरंत पता चल जाती है. मेरी अपॉर्चुनिटी थ्रेट्स वगैरह जो है मुझे एग्जैक्टली ठीक उसी तरीके से पता चल जाती है, क्योंकि मेरे पास उसको सब्सटेंशिएट करने के लिए डेटा रहता है हमेशा. बीसीजी की सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि उसमें स्ट्रैटेजी फॉर्मुलेट करने के लिए एक डेटा बैकअप जो होता है वो हमेशा रहता है, बट ऑन द अदर साइड इट ओवर सिंप्लीफाइज कॉम्प्लेक्स मार्केट डायनामिक्स। ओके, सिर्फ प्रोडक्ट्स ये 4 टाइप के नहीं होते, अलग टाइप के भी प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं जो कि हम लग्जरी प्रोडक्ट्स कहते हैं, जो कि सर्टेन सेक्टर्स को कहें, isn't it? Certain consumer markets जैसे लग्जरी मार्केट्स या लोअर मिडिल क्लास मार्केट्स को भी सर्व करते हैं, या यूथ को भी सर्व करते हैं, कल्चरल ट्रेंड या डेमोग्राफिक्स को भी सर्व करते हैं। तो ये थोड़ा सा ओवर सिंप्लीफाइड मेथड है, और ये जो है ये सिर्फ करंट प्रोडक्ट्स, यानी कि हमारा जो करंट ऑफरिंग्स है कंपनी में, जैसे मैं कैपजेमिनी के लिए काम करती हूँ, तो कैपजेमिनी जो है वो बेसिकली जो है वो या तो ERP SAP सर्विसेज देता है या फिर Azure सर्विसेज देता है, isn't it? तो वो मुझे सिर्फ इतना बता सकता है कि मेरा क्लाइंट जो है वो इसमें कितना इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है, वो मेरे को ये कहीं नहीं बता सकता कि मेरा पिछले में क्या हुआ था एंड वेयर शुड आई रीच next. So that's the basic disadvantage of BCG
Very nice.
model.
Very nice.
Okay, that's it with this model.
But the best part is this model is very simple and easy to understand and relate.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple. So can I stop sharing my screen?
Yeah. Would you like to move
But
on to the next?
BCG gives you an understanding as to where you are given the current date. It doesn't help
Current
you.
date, correct.
Yeah, so it doesn't help you actually grow or give you a direction as to which.
No, it does. No, actually think about it, Siddharth. It does give you a direction to grow. अगर आपको ये पता चले कि मेरा ये प्रोडक्ट काम नहीं कर रहा, आप उसमें पैसा डालोगे क्या? और
How investment purpose के लिए.
isn't it? Now the things that are not working for you as when the part of profit and revenue generation is concerned, when you know which products are working and which products are not working, so will you still go ahead and invest in those products which are not giving you the market share, neither giving you the revenue? करोगे क्या?
Okay, so it will only help me understand कहाँ invest करना है, where not to invest, or which division to hive off, or which division to merge, make modifications so that I can make better profits or reduce the losses.
Absolutely. Yes, it is basically on current strategies. Yes.
Okay.
एक पॉइंट ऐड करना चाहूंगा यहाँ पे, कई बार कंपनी जानबूझ के ये जानते हुए कि इसमें उनका नुकसान है या फायदा नहीं हो रहा है, फिर भी मार्केट में उसका एक रेपुटेशन बनाने के लिए वो उस प्रोडक्ट को होल्ड करके रखती है, कंटिन्यू रखती है। ऐसा भी होता है, जस्ट टू हैव अ पोर्टफोलियो। कई बार ऐसा भी होता है कि लॉस मेकिंग प्रोडक्ट को भी वो रखते हैं, वो डिसकंटिन्यू नहीं करते हैं।
Yes,
Can
yes.
you give us an example?
Sure. For example, if you see
Air India can
Mahindra,
be an example.
yeah.
Sorry, Amit.
Air India. Tata has
Air
taken
India
it
को
over,
देख
but
लो।
still, I don't think it is
Hi, Air
making a
India.
profit.
बहुत शानदार एग्जाम्पल है, बहुत बढ़िया। मैं महिंद्रा का एग्जाम्पल दूंगा आपको। TUV उनका एक प्रोडक्ट है, TUV 300। बुलेरो इनका एक प्रोडक्ट है। बुलेरो तो खैर चलो बढ़िया कर रही है, बट TUV इज नॉट सेलिंग इन गुड नंबर्स, बट स्टिल दे आर मेंटेनिंग दैट प्रोडक्ट इन द मार्केट जस्ट टू हैव अ पोर्टफोलियो। क्योंकि उनके 2-3 प्रोडक्ट ऐसे फेल हो गया, उनका ऑल्चोरा फेल हो गया, उनका KUV NXT फेल हो गया। तो अगर हर एक प्रोडक्ट को डिसकंटिन्यू करते चलेंगे तो उनका पोर्टफोलियो बिल्कुल डाउनसाइज हो जाएगा। इसलिए जस्ट टू हैव दैट पोर्टफोलियो, उन्होंने वो लो सेलिंग प्रोडक्ट्स को भी रखा हुआ है स्टेबल पे।
एक लोकल एग्जांपल है, हमारे यहाँ पे एक दुकान है मनोज आइसक्रीम करके।
हाँ,
ठीक है, तो उसके बाद बहुत सारे हॉट फ्लेवर्स प्रोडक्ट रहते हैं, लेकिन वो 1-2 ऐसे भी प्रोडक्ट रखता है जो ज्यादा बिकते नहीं, फिर भी जस्ट टू कंप्लीट द पोर्टफोलियो वो 1-2 प्रोडक्ट ऐसे रखता है विच आर नॉट हॉट सेलिंग।
वो बहुत करते हैं। अब आप ये देखो ना, आईफोन में बहुत सारे मॉडल्स आते हैं, आईफोन SE भी आता है, एक नहीं बिकता है, फिर भी उन्होंने रखा हुआ है, वो जस्ट टू मेंटेन दैट। आईफोन SE है, प्रो मैक्स अल्ट्रा लाइट, पता नहीं क्या दुनिया, दे नो दैट दिस प्रोडक्ट विल नॉट सेल। वो उनका एक स्ट्रैटेजी ये भी होता है कि ये 4 ऑप्शन दो और एक हाई एंड प्रोडक्ट दो, ज्यादातर लोग विल एस्पायर फॉर द हाई एंड प्रोडक्ट। ये एक स्ट्रैटेजी होती है। क्यों सिद्धार्थ, सही कह रहा हूं ना?
Maybe no, not always right. No, it also depends on the cost ना, क्योंकि सब लोग जो अभी देखा जाए तो iPhone 15 Pro Max जो आया है, it has been put at 2 lakhs of rupees. Nobody would go. In fact, a person who is wanting to show off, or a businessman,
The
or a
company
person
knows
who's
that they would have limited takers. They
limited
would still
takers.
have that product because it's an aspirational product.
Correct.
वो ही तो लेगा
Correct.
और 4 आदमी को देख के फिर और लोग अच्छा इसने भी लिया तो मैं भी लेता है, स्ट्रैटेजी रहता है उधर. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट. Are we not discussing the this thing, value chain analysis, gap analysis?
एक एक करके जा रहे हैं ना, एक एक
हाँ.
करके जा रहे हैं. अभी SWOT की बारी आ गई.
हाँ, SWOT.
वो 2 मिनट वाली वीडियो दिखाऊं या
हाँ, वीडियो से चलते हैं. चलो. I'll give you sharing rights. Yeah, go ahead.
ए भाई दिख रही है क्या स्क्रीन?
बफरिंग हो रहा है, लोड हो रहा है, आएगा अभी.
पूजा ने हाथ उठाया.
हाँ जी,
हाँ
पूजा मैडम
जस्ट
दिखा क्या?
हाँ जस्ट एक पूछना है निहारिका.
हाँ बोलिए.
वन डाउट. ओके, दिस आर ऑल द मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटेजीज कंपनी के लिए, प्रोडक्ट के लिए, मार्केट शेयर के लिए, ये सब बात है. बट व्हाट इज द कनेक्शन ऑफ एचआरडी विद द एचआरडी इन दिस, और टीएनडी व्हाटएवर?
बताती हूँ. अभी
What's
जब
the
पोर्टर्स
connection?
5
हाँ.
अभी पोर्टर्स 5 मॉडल आएगा ना तो आपको ये भी समझ में आएगा.
ओके ओके, अच्छा.
इज दिस विजिबल नाउ? प्लीज लेट मी नो.
कौशल म्यूट करके बात कर रहा है.
सॉरी यार, सॉरी. मैं इतनी देर से बोलने की
Yes,
कोशिश
it's
कर रहा हूँ.
visible.
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि कॉल ड्रॉप होने वाली है. लेट्स रीजॉइन. कट करके रीजॉइन. या.
A SWOT analysis is a framework.
फुल स्क्रीन प्लीज.
ऑडिबल है?
यस, फुल स्क्रीन प्लीज.
ओके.
फुल स्क्रीन कर दो बस.
SWOT analysis is a framework used by financial analysts, entrepreneurs, and management consultants to help understand the internal and external forces that may create opportunities or risks for an organization. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, with strengths and weaknesses being internal factors and opportunities and threats being external. Strengths are characteristics of an organization that give it a relative advantage over its competition. Things like a strong brand, an embedded network effect, or best-in-class turnover ratios, meaning greater efficiency than its peers. Weaknesses are characteristics that put an organization at a relative disadvantage. Examples include low or maybe declining margins, an inexperienced management team, or high customer concentration. The opportunities section of the analysis should identify external factors that may offer growth prospects for or improvements within the organization. Because opportunities and threats emerge from the external business environment, it's common to first conduct other types of analysis, like the Pastel framework or Porter's 5 forces. Examples of opportunities include technological innovations that are improving productivity in the sector, changes in social norms that might serve as tailwinds, and low or decreasing supplier bargaining power. Threats are forces in the external environment that represent significant risks to the business or its operations. Threats may include disruptive technological advancements, changing social norms that make a product less attractive, or perhaps it's an industry in decline more broadly. Findings from a SWOT analysis are used to help inform and modify model assumptions, to support credit analysis, to help formulate growth strategies, and even to help identify acquisition opportunities.
That's a short, sweet, to the point kind of a video.
Partially you are mute when you're talking.
So I don't think we have much to contribute. This is very short and crisp and to the point. And I hope, I'm sure we all have related to it. We would have our own share of examples to, relate to. Right, Preeti?
Yes, can you guys give us an example, because example will help.
मुझे ना I want to understand these are like simple concepts. SWOT analysis बोलते हैं, सबको पता होता है कि strength and weakness are something which is internal and all that. But what kind of questions come? Question paper कल share किया था ना? I think Kripa had shared the question paper. So what kind of questions come and how do we answer those questions from the examination perspective? Because take it, we are understanding the concept, we are relating with the real-time example. All those are well and good. But what kind of questions come in the examination? How do we answer that is something which would
So-
help.
The question could come in the form of a case study, probably, that
Mhm.
so and so company, there is a so and so situation. How would you analyze the situation? What model would you use? Something like that. So you might want to use SWOT analysis if you're launching a new product in the market. Things like that. ये SWOT analysis है क्या?
ये SWOT analysis करने के बाद में we create a TOWS matrix. SWOT का उल्टा होता है TOWS. TOWS.
अच्छा, okay,
So what we
interesting.
do is we list down all the strengths and weaknesses on one side, which are internal to the organization, the
Mhm.
opportunities and threats on the other side, which are external to the organization. And we
Okay.
try to match these two in such a way that it creates the most profitable situation for the organization. For example, this is a red zone. Why? Because there's a threat from an external environment and I'm extremely weak. So this is the place where I need to defend. This is where defensive organizational strategies come into picture.
Is
Okay.
The strengths-
opportunity and threat always external?
Opportunity and it's always external.
And strengths and weaknesses are always internal.
Are internal to the organization. So you can control these variables. You can work upon your weaknesses
Absolutely.
and then try to convert them. You
Absolutely.
can work upon your strengths and then create a unique selling proposition for your organization. But an
So the-
opportunity is not in your hand and neither is a threat.
So Priti, they say that you can create an opportunity, for yourself in the market, by maybe, or it has a link to, the strengths that you have. So with the strengths that you have, you can create opportunity. So how can we say that opportunity is something which is
No.
purely?
When you say that you're using your strengths to create an opportunity, you're not creating an opportunity because that naturally exists in the external environment. So I did not create customers. I did not create customer demand. I did not create their need gap. The need gap was always there, but I use my strength that I am the only biodegradable toothbrush which is made out of bamboo. And there you have Wu Bamboo, which is a toothbrush which is made out of bamboo, absolutely biodegradable. So there was a need among the consumers. They wanted to have something which was biodegradable. So when you list down your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for the organization, that takes care of your internal assessment. So you're aware about the opportunities, you're aware about the threats, and you're very conscious about your strengths and weaknesses and how you can utilize your strengths to cash in on opportunities. How can you use your strengths to defend your organization against threats? So if you see here, there's a combination. This I've used for Parle-G. The strengths are high brand recall value, diversified product range, extensive distribution network, low and mid price range products, catering to masses, better understanding of consumer psyche. And the threats are hike in cost of production due to hike in raw material. Raw material could be glucose, it could be sugar, it could be any of the elements which are going into biscuit manufacturing for Parle-G, the glucose biscuits. So how am I meeting this? 1 against 1. So I've coded the strengths as 1, 2, 3, 4, weaknesses as Roman capital 1, 2, opportunities as capital A, B, C, D, and threat as small Roman 1, 2, 3, 4. The combination that you see out here, I have to ensure that I'm mitigating all the threats. I have to take care of all the threats. Otherwise, they will impact my organization. So this is the assessment that you're naturally doing. 1 against 1, high brand recall value will help me with hike in cost of production due to hike in raw material costs. So if I am at the pinnacle, I am the dominant player, I am the what do you say? I call the shots. It's a dominated market, then I can dictate the prices for the raw materials.
वो 5 forces model मेरे को याद आ गया.
And likewise, तो
You can
5 forces
bargain.
करने के पहले हम लोग ये assessment करते हैं. 5 forces external हो रहा है, वहां पे ज्यादातर एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स कंसिडर कर रहे हैं. इंटरनल वाला जो है वो सिर्फ मुझे मालूम है. सो दिस इज द SWOT एनालिसिस प्रॉपरली जो करते हैं वो ऐसा करते हैं. एंड
Very nice, बहुत
इफ
अच्छा
आई कैन
किया हुआ.
ऐड BCG का, BCG का थोड़ा, ये मेरा क्लास का है यार. BCG का you've got relative market share and you've got market growth rate on 2 axes. This is how we naturally create it. So the example I've taken here is Royal Enfield. I've taken 3 elements here: the bike accessories, the bikes, and the apparel. The market share is given out here. Typo. This is market growth rate of my individual products or my individual brands or strategic business units. I also have the top performing competitor in the respective market. So I can't compare bike and apparel. Boston Consulting Group came up with a portfolio matrix in order to allow organizations to manage their product or brand or business unit portfolio. मेरे पास क्या है और मैं कैसे manage करूं? So if I have to assess their performance, there will be places where I am the market leader. For example, the top performing competitors' market share is given out here. I can capture my relative market share by dividing my market share with respect to the top performing. So if my market share is more, then the top performing one will become the denominator. Mera numerator hai. Higher the numerator, you get a bigger value.
Right.
Higher the relative market share and market growth rate, you will get about the industry. So bikes का अलग रहेगा, apparel का अलग रहेगा, और bike accessories का अलग रहेगा.
Right.
On the basis
So
of this
just for my
calculation, we create
information,
a matrix and then plot these products. There you come to know कि on the basis of my entire portfolio, dog वाला range में कौन सा है. Yeah, that's all I wanted to add.
That's beautiful,
just
Preeti.
wanted
We
to have
would need
this.
your more value additions like these. I mean, we've been just discussing theories and examples. You've given a very nice case study.
Yeah.
So please contribute more.
Superb, nice presentation.
This is just something in the making that I made for my students.
ये 95% market share है इसका Royal Enfield का.
नहीं मैंने ऐसे लिख के रखा है. This
हाँ,
is
वही I was surprised मैंने बोला.
नहीं this is 4 years ago.
नहीं, but cruiser bikes in
कौशल तुम
कौन
म्यूट
है
किया?
क्योंकि बार-बार कौशल को म्यूट कर रहा है.
Sorry.
मैं ना आप खून कर दूंगी, बस बहुत हो गया.
Sorry.
अरे कभी कभार कौशल म्यूट पे होता है, मत खून करो किसी का.
हाँ, मैं ये कह रहा था कि यस, रॉयल एनफील्ड का मार्केट शेयर क्रूजर बाइक्स में काफी तगड़ा है. अगर 95 नहीं है तो मेरे ख्याल से 80% तो
ये
है.
इसका नहीं है.
बट स्टिल
Sorry,
मतलब
ये
काफी
इसका
तगड़ा
नहीं
मार्केट
है.
शेयर है. अपैरल्स में दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग. रॉयल एनफील्ड बहुत एस्पिरेशनल है अपने अपैरल्स को लेके एंड दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग विद दैट. तो कहीं ना कहीं आपका डेटा सही क्लोज है मतलब.
ना
It's quite
this is
close.
just something जो मैंने ऐसे randomly numbers लिखे because I wanted students to calculate.
Right.
Coincidentally, I teach this subject इसके लिए.
Okay, nice.
लेकिन बहुत अच्छा है. Very nice.
Thank you.
इसके पहला भी जो
ये Royal
reverse of
Enfield-
SWOT था ना वो भी अच्छा था.
Reverse of SWOT नहीं, उसको TOWS matrix बोलते हैं. This is the analysis.
TOWS.
This is where it is used. TOWS.
Yes, TOWS.
All right.
ये आप एक बार दोबारा समझा सकते हो वो इसके जो रॉयल एनफील्ड वाला जो था डिनोमिनेटर न्यूमरेटर
Sure.
वाला.
ये
Yeah, यही.
So I've got 3 products here. I'm रॉयल एनफील्ड का बिजनेस सिर्फ बाइक्स नहीं है, अपैरल भी है और बाइक एक्सेसरीज भी है. And I have market share which is corresponding to these specific industries. Now I can't compare apples and oranges together. That's why I have their performances, and I have to have a relative performance, which means I can't keep my market share there. I need to compare it with the top performing competitors' market share. Top performing could be above me, it could be below me. So if it is above me, then I'm not the first, I'm not the best.
Market
And if
share
it is
first,
below me,
बराबर
then second, third, yeah, whatever.
बराबर है.
So keep this
Yes,
competitors' market share.
हाँ.
I calculate the relative market share, which is coming on the x-axis of this entire matrix. I naturally have the market growth rate, which is given in percentage form, that comes on the y-axis. And how do I calculate my relative market share? Dividing my market share by the top performing competitors' market share.
So
So
if
I
the
get,
top performing market share is not me, then the other best.
yeah, it's the other best.
Okay.
जैसे क्लास में बोलते हैं ना कि पापा मैं 17th रैंक आया मेरा.
हाँ.
हाँ, तो
परसेंटाइल
17
वाला कॉन्सेप्ट है क्या ये?
नहीं.
परसेंटेज से परसेंटाइल में जैसा होता है, नहीं ना, ये अलग है.
No.
ओके ओके.
परसेंटाइल में
समथिंग
होता
सिमिलर टू
तो
दैट. परसेंटाइल भी ऐसे
high.
होता है ना. Percentile is based on the highest score against which you match your score, na?
But this highest can be in terms of, I mean, उसमें gap काफी हो सकता है. So that's why this is not the percentile concept. It's actually the other way around.
Maybe in percentile you have only one against which you mark yourself. Here there are many. I'm not going to only
Yeah,
fix
here
on.
you have more.
Correct.
वैसे broadly
And
समझने
this
के
will
लिए
constantly keep shifting. So यहाँ
वैसे
पे जो bubble दिख रहा है मेरा, let's assume this to be my bikes का bubble है. This bubble will keep shifting. Every time the market growth rate is shifting and my relative market share is shifting, my growth market share is shifting, तो ये bubble continuously move होता रहता है. And we are constantly looking at the matrix. We are looking at our portfolio, trying to assess what should be done. We are majorly concerned about these bubbles falling in this quadrant, which is the dog quadrant.
Dogs quadrant.
So
बराबर.
neither I am doing well, neither nor the industry is doing well.
Market
So what
is
am I
doing.
doing here? It's not profitable. How is it related to HRD? I would not want to pump in majority of my resources for a dying concept, you know, a concept which is not profitable.
So in
And a concept which is
in BCG matrix, the external factors are kept constant, is it? क्योंकि आप external factor के बारे में बात ही नहीं कर रहे हो, आप सिर्फ competitors के बारे में बात कर रहे हो. Maybe I'm on a low because of recession, or maybe my industry is not doing good for some time, because of various factors. Maybe the US market is down, so I'm getting affected. तो वो सारे constant हो जाते हैं ना यहाँ पर BCG matrix में.
Correct, because हम अभी
BCG
internal
matrix overall portfolio का बताता है और major parameters ही consider करता है. इससे better you have the GE matrix, General Electric matrix, which identifies the industry attractiveness also. It gives you a better scope to play around and better way of assessing your portfolio. So BCG is the most primitive.
एंड वैसे भी हम लोग अभी इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट वाला पार्ट डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट डिस्कस नहीं कर रहे हैं. मतलब BCG द टूल
इसके साथ में
इटसेल्फ
जो
इज
concepts
टू
related है,
इवैल्यूएट द
yeah.
इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट ओनली.
अच्छा, so it has no dependency on the external factor. वो कुछ भी हो जाए.
No.
Okay.
Right now you're only concerned about your basket, your kitty, and what do you have in your basket.
Basket,
But
right?
How many
I have
business
a doubt.
units do you have? How many products? How many brands? And how are they performing?
Okay, and how you make
That's-
decisions on what is to be retained and what not. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to
Got
club
it.
BCG along with your TOES matrix with the 5 forces, and then there are 3-4 other tools that you will identify and use
Hmm.
all of these in unison and then take a decision. So this is a very small, like 5% level of assessment that you're doing internally. There's still 95% left to do.
I have a question, Preeti. What this BCG matrix is applicable for those companies wherein you have multiple products. Will this be applicable for a company which has only one product? फिर उसमें कैसे करेंगे?
जिसका एक ही प्रोडक्ट है तो उसका पोर्टफोलियो में एक ही प्रोडक्ट आएगा ना, उसका वेरिएंट्स अगर रहेगा तो कुछ असेस करने लायक है।
तो उस केस में
बेसिकली
तो ये
पूरा
4 क्वाड्रेंट
पोर्टफोलियो
बने।
मैनेज करने के लिए this was created to manage an entire portfolio of multiples.
So इस केस में
Anybody
मैं ये
who's just
समझूं,
carrying on in a niche will not be utilizing a BCG matrix. For them, it will be a direct assessment. What is the market growth rate and what is my market share? Who's my
That's what-
competitor? And a direct connection. There you
That's
won't go
what-
about plotting.
So that's what I want
portfolio
to
management
understand.
के लिए है।
So if there is only one product, BCG matrix would not be applicable. I cannot use that.
No, it won't.
It's
It won't be.
That's it. ठीक है. Let's move on.
I'll stop sharing.
Yeah. Nice. So we discussed SWOT analysis. We discussed BCG matrix. There's value chain analysis and gap analysis. Niharika?
Okay, should I share the value chain?
Yeah,
For
please.
video?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a moment.
Little happens in isolation. Whether we design, construct, process, or generate, our actions often happen in tandem or as a series of events. Porter sees this as a value chain, whereby the value of the end product, in the eyes of the customer, can be directly attributed to the individual value of each and every input in the chain. If we look at the final product as the sum of all the individual activities that came before it, like a simple equation, it makes sense that enhancing each smaller activity will positively affect the final product. This is the basis of the value chain analysis. Each section of the chain can be considered either a primary or secondary activity. Primary activities are essential operations like logistics, marketing, sales, and service. Whereas secondary activities are the actions or processes that support these primary activities, like finance, human resources, and IT. Each activity ultimately adds value, and by conducting a value chain analysis, a business can identify the journey from start to finish and improve where it's needed most.
Okay. Thoughts, views?
Did you
Siddharth,
guys
Vineet?
understand what is a value chain analysis?
So it's basically for a manufacturing company which goes through various processes, and I analyze each process to understand, where I can improve on or how I can innovate to make it much better and more profitable for the company.
But
I'm not-
isn't it for all the companies, not just manufacturing?
Those which involve process. That's what I meant. So
Yeah. At every step of a bigger process, each step, how we can improvise. Like
Correct.
Kaizen, जिसको बोलते हैं.
गेम्बा भी उसी में आएगा ना?
हाँ.
क्या?
गेम्बा.
Gemba, Kaizen.
5S.
What is Kaizen? I know what is Gemba. Please educate.
Yeah, Sanjana. Explain कर रहा हूँ मुश्किल है. So Gemba is
Sanjana, unmute करो.
So that is maybe one method. I'm not 100% sure, but when there are certain groups created, like quality circles, and they unite at one certain time in the organization, they discuss the problems in the organization, like process related problems, and how to improve them. And then further it gets implemented. So we say Gemba circles and so on, similar to Kaizen, but it is more of they discuss internally and solve the problems.
So basically, this
Catching-
whole thing is used to cut down process or to improvise on the process.
To improvise the process.
Okay.
And one thing for Gemba, it is more like they do discuss it in the shop floor as well. Let's say they have a shop floor wherein work and everything is going on. In that area only, they start discussing it and closing the things.
In Toyota, this this is a Japanese concept. In Toyota, what we used to do is we used to do Gemba audits, in which right from the point wherein the customer enters the showroom till the point he goes, he purchases a car and goes out. वो पूरा जो सेल्स प्रोसेस है, हर एक स्टेप को हम लोग गेम्बा ऑडिट करते थे, जिसमें we used to capture real life instances. The register का फोटो लिया, मतलब we used to click a lot of pictures, डेमो व्हीकल का पिक्चर लिया, टेस्ट ड्राइव फॉर्मेट का पिक्चर लिया, तो बहुत सारे हम इंस्टेंसेस कैप्चर करते थे ये देखने और समझने के लिए कि प्रोसेस अडहियर हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है, और अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो हम उसको कैसे इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं. सो दिस वाज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ गेम्बा ऑडिट.
Okay, I think it's much easier to so we can go to the next topic if everybody okay.
So gap analysis, निहारिका, वो भी हमारे पास है वीडियो ना?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, उसका भी है. करूँ, शेयर करूँ?
Yes, please.
अच्छा, अगली बार से ना can we discuss more from the exam point of view, क्योंकि ये जनरल डिस्कशन तरह हो जा रहा है.
Friday we are
Friday को
we have kept specifically for no on Friday. अच्छा, Friday I'm traveling. Saturday कर सकते हैं क्या?
नहीं, should we have this more like a class oriented session or exam oriented session? Because
See,
I feel it will be much more good if we can have an
so the idea was, Siddharth, that we discuss it in a classroom mode for 3-4 days, and on the last day of the week we discuss it from exam point of view, examination point of view.
But can we cover the complete syllabus, 4 subject, or because we are left with 1 more month, that's it.
हो
अगर
जाएगा.
हम रेगुलर करते रहे तो शायद कवर कर लेंगे.
यस सिद्धार्थ, हो जाएगा. क्योंकि मैंने वो प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट विद डेट्स डाली है, अगर उस हिसाब से करेंगे तो 100% हो जाएगा.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Like today we will be
देखा क्या
completing
progress-
module 3. उसके बाद तो हमारे को मॉड्यूल 4 है. मॉड्यूल 3
प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट देखी क्या?
नहीं देखा मैंने अभी तक. I think I'll have to open that and see.
देखोगे
क्या
तो
हाँ,
वो
वो
idea है?
प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट देखो. अगर आप लोग देखोगे ना तो सारा सब कुछ, सारे पेपर्स मिला के.
Continue.
What is gap analysis? Gap analysis is a systematic process of identifying the difference between an organization or individual's current state and the desired future state. A gap may exist for various reasons, such as outdated technology, lack of skilled workforce, inefficient processes, and more. Identifying gaps helps organizations focus on areas that need improvement and provides a roadmap for organizational development and career development in the case of individuals. When to use gap analysis? Gap analysis can be used in various situations, such as the following. To understand the current state of an organization or individual. Identify the gap between the current state and the desired future state. To understand the root cause of a problem. To develop a plan of action to close the gap. To track the progress made in closing the gap. Gap analysis can be performed at strategic level, operational level, tactical level. Strategic level. To compare the conditional level of your business with that of the industry standards. Operational level. To compare your business's current state or performance with what you had desired. Using operational level gap analysis, one can identify and assess the risks of launching a new product or service. Tactical level. to compare the current state of your business stack with the desired state. For example, it can assess how well your sales and marketing teams work together. Please click the links in the description if you want to learn more about how you can do a gap analysis. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and don't forget to press that subscribe.
Simple.
Okay. बेसिकली गैप एनालिसिस जो है वो ये बताता है कि अभी आपकी करंट स्टेट
Right.
क्या है, आपको कहाँ पहुंचना है, उसका स्टेप बाय स्टेप इवैल्यूएशन as well as strategy formulation is what gap analysis is all about.
I remember we had a question on this, na assignment gap analysis ka.
हाँ,
Or no. No,
वो
I
needs
wouldn't
analysis
say
पर
gap
था.
analysis. LMS के
Needs
ऊपर
analysis पर था. सिद्धार्थ needs analysis पर था.
okay.
Employee needs analysis पर था.
There was one question which I don't remember, but the answer goes this way, where no, LMS can be one of the example where I implement and take feedback, no, evaluate, then again, go back to step one. And it was like, no, I don't remember exactly कौन सा question था वो. So first is I try and understand what is the current situation, and then that is evaluation. And the second is analyzing or maybe planning, and then implementation, then evaluation. Oh, question.
The balanced scorecard.
Oh.
Design solution. This
Okay,
was there in
Preeti
one of the
sharing
questions.
this need gap analysis
मैं बोलूं?
post up. Yes,
दिख रहा है
yes,
आपको?
Preeti. Yeah.
नीड गैप एनालिसिस से शुरू करेंगे. उसके पहले पोर्टर्स वैल्यू चेन मॉडल है, जो वैल्यू चेन बोला है ना. So Michael Porter came up with a model to define activities which are routine, sequential in nature, and activities which are cyclical or simultaneous in nature.
Right.
While an organization has the primary motive to deliver value to the customer, it has a number of activities which it is undertaking continuously. Some of these activities can directly be seen by the customers in the form of these routine activities. For example, I'm
Yep.
procuring, I'm getting material inside, I'm
Like in banks
converting
also.
that material. Yes. So I'll take production first, and then I'll take a service example. So if I take a production example, I'm getting all the raw materials. It's coming into my facility where I'm either assembling or manufacturing, basically trying to convert. Can I say a conversion process which happens here? Thereby,
Can
I'm
you do
able
it
to get
full screen,
semi-finished.
Preeti?
Full
Full
screen,
screen.
just a minute.
As in presentation mode.
हाँ, एक minute.
Correct. It was learning needs. True.
Can you see
Learning
this
needs.
now?
Oh.
Yes.
Better?
Better.
Okay. So when I look at any product which is manufactured, I can identify the raw materials which must have gone in, what must be the conversion process, what would the semi-finished product look like. So 3 primary activities. Next, there must be some element of marketing, promotion, sales, packaging, which is involved in order to make it look attractive and also to communicate the value to the consumers. There must be pre-sales and after-sales service which is involved. That's why on the packaging you see, in case of any queries or complaints, please get back to us at this number or this address. So that provides you with service. These are primary activities of an organization. There are supporting activities which may be either simultaneously happening in the organization, or they may be happening on a routine basis. For example, the firm has an infrastructure in terms of a system, in terms of a facility. So building hai, machinery hai, that forms a part of the firm's infrastructure. Human resource management, this is where we come in as trainers. Human resource management, which is also a supporting activity or a secondary activity for an organization. It involves all the different processes, right from getting the right talent to honing the right talent to allowing the talent to perform, appraisals, training, development, and so on. Next, you have technology, market research, development, which may be within the organization or it may be outsourced. Depending upon the scale of operations or the intensity of the operations, link it with the vision and the mission of the organization. And you can see either whether this will be within the company or it might be outsourced. I may simply be a follower. I may not be interested in going through a lot of innovation. I'm happy being a follower. Or I may just create a niche of myself for myself. For example, you take Close Up. There's nothing instrumental that they come up with, the toothpaste Close Up. Pass out, that's all they keep talking about. So there is no innovation out there. They have majority of their resources. Yeah, the majority of their resources in identifying in marketing and sales and after sales services. Next, I have procurement, which is a continuous activity. I might keep looking at my vendor management from time to time. I'm looking at my inventory. I'm looking at my relationship with all the suppliers, their intensity of operations, their tie-ups and how they are growing, the rates at which they are offering their products, etc. So vendor management and procurement of raw material, finished goods, services of different natures. So these are secondary activities. There are 5 primary and 4 secondary activities which all organizations have. All of these activities involve a cost. So that becomes cost to the company. I include a margin added to all the expenses that I'm bearing for my firm's infrastructure, HRM, technology development, procurement. Also margin added to the actual physical value that the customer is getting. Thereby, after adding this entire margin, I'm giving some value to the customer at a retail or a wholesale price. The value chain identifies that all of these activities are indeed happening in each and every organization. And human resource is involved at all of these levels. There's not a single level which is absolutely automated and does not require any human intervention. And therefore, training and development forms a part of all of these elements. That was the value chain analysis. Shall I move ahead?
Yes, please.
All right. Next, we're looking at the need gap analysis. When you're talking about a gap, there must be something that you wanted and something that there must be some place that you wanted to be versus where you are right now. And the
Right.
distance between these two places is what the gap is in very layman terms. So my current performance versus my intended or targeted performance is what I'm looking at. There are 4 steps to taking up a gap analysis. First, you look at the organizational goals, identify the current benchmark where you are, analyze the gap, and then produce the gap report. A technical gap report looks like this. So you have different focus areas mentioned here: innovation, human resource development, sustainability. These could be the focus areas which the organization is trying to create value on value or differential basis. I'm mentioning my desired future state at these levels, mentioning the different KPIs as well. Why? Because I need to measure. This is all about measurement. So I have to quantify all of these elements in terms of key performance indicators. The desired state, where am I right now? In terms of innovation, in terms of sustainability, in terms of research, in terms of brand awareness, in terms of employee betterment, or or any such matter.
Hmm.
The distance or the difference between these two will be the identified gap. Once I've identified the gap, and that again will be quantified in terms of percentages, in terms of ratios, in terms of timeline, and the action plan which you need to take on this identified gap. So gap analysis allows you to identify what action has to be taken at which level, and which of these focus areas is the most critical, which requires my immediate attention. A simple gap analysis can be factors like who, what, when, why, where, and how. So 5W and 1H. I can mention my current situation, my desired situation, quantifiable terms mein. So who am I versus what am I doing, or what am I earning, or what activities am I involved in, or what is my designation?
So
When,
this
where,
gap
why, how?
analysis. So this gap analysis is applicable for all kinds of industries, all companies, or is it specific to only
Gap
one?
analysis is a tool. It's a tool that you undertake.
It's a
You
tool
use it
which any organization
to
can.
gap analysis.
Sorry, I forgot
That
to
Mother
report
Nature
this.
ad,
Mother Nature wala. It was such a beautiful ad.
it was such a beautiful ad. Yes.
Yeah, please share it. Niharika, I think you have it. Can you share it? I'll stop sharing the
I
screen.
can, okay. YouTube पर है, उसका लिंक मैं है ना ग्रुप पे शेयर करती हूँ.
That's a beautiful ad. It talks about the need gap, where the organization is and where it should
let's
be.
share it in the
Internal assessment.
group over there and on WhatsApp, because see, we have crossed an hour mark. It's already 10:18, and we have one more model to discuss. What shall we do?
And what's that? Which model?
The
एक
Malcolm's.
लास्ट बचा है मैल्कम ब्रिज का और दूसरा ये वाला.
मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. मैं उसका PPT शेयर कर रहा हूँ ग्रुप में. Do you want me to discuss?
आपको जैसा ठीक लगेगा. If it is a lot of pressure on you, I would say that please share the PPT.
मुझे कुछ अपना और भी करना है, so I thought चलो ठीक है. Let me just share it very quickly. I'll share it very quickly. Half of the people are gone now. I hope the screen is visible.
अभी बैलेंस्ड स्कोर कार्ड भी बचा हुआ है. मैं इसीलिए कह रही हूँ कि we should read on our own and come back and just listen to what the other person is saying. In depth discussion नहीं हो सकता.
So आज जो हमने try किया, we tried to discuss this, like everybody was involved in some sharing some points. Other method जहाँ पे one person speaks and everybody listens, वो थोड़ा सा सही होता है, क्योंकि उसमें we are able to finish
because
it
then
on
it is
time.
not a focused discussion, because everybody would be understanding it very differently. So
correct.
my suggestion would be, everybody take a
कौशल जल्दी जल्दी करके फिनिश कर लो.
हाँ,
So,
Baldrige जल्दी
Malcolm's-
जल्दी से कर दो.
Sure. Malcolm Baldrige बिजनेस एक्सीलेंस मॉडल जो है, ये एक फ्रेमवर्क है जो किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल परफॉर्मेंस के स्टैंडर्ड्स को सेट करता है, और अगेन ये भी एक कंटिन्यूअस इंप्रूवमेंट एंड सस्टेनेबल सक्सेस के लिए काम करता है. तो इसके काफी सारे एस्पेक्ट्स हैं, उसको हम देखते हैं. इसके कोर प्रिंसिपल में बेसिकली 7 पॉइंट्स है. लीडरशिप है, स्ट्रैटेजिक प्लानिंग है, कस्टमर फोकस है, मेजरमेंट एनालिसिस एंड नॉलेज मैनेजमेंट है, वर्कफोर्स फोकस, ऑपरेशंस फोकस, रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेशन. तो ये इसके कोर प्रिंसिपल्स हैं. ठीक. सो फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल लेते हैं, अगर लीडरशिप की बात करें. सो जितने भी कोई विजनरी लीडर्स जो होते हैं वो इंस्पायर करते हैं लोगों को इनोवेट करने के लिए. दे फोस्टर कल्चर ऑफ एक्सेलेंस एंड सेट द डायरेक्शन फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल सक्सेस. Strategic planning में organizations develop strategic frameworks that align with their mission and objectives for long-term success. So, in an organization, the leadership decides on a strategy, they plan, and then people start working on those strategy. What is customer focus? A customer-centric approach ensures that organization understand and exceed customer expectations. तो ये सारा परफॉर्मेंस एक्सेलेंस को मेजर करने का एक टूल है. Fourth point is measurement, analysis and knowledge management. As you can read, it's data driven decision making follow करता है. And workforce focus. An engaged and empowered workforce is the backbone of organizational success. We all know this already. Operations focus, excellence in operational is critical for organizations to achieve their goals and deliver value. Results orientation, I'm just reading. Ultimately, it's all about achieving and sustaining excellent performance across all aspects. Criteria. Baldrige का criteria ये है कि हर एक point के लिए there is a criteria how well all for leadership say how well are values and expectations set and communicated by leaders. Strategy, how effective is the organization in developing and implementing strategic plans. So every point, answers to a certain question. Customers wale mein, how does the organization engage and satisfy its customers? You can read through. Okay. Here, real world application. So for each point, there's a real world application example. यहाँ पे leadership के लिए there is a tech company leadership. For a tech company, leadership emphasizes on innovation and culture, of course, because if they do not innovate, they'll perish. Strategy, the organization develops and executes strategic plans that align with market trends and customer needs. Customers feedback is actively collected and used to improve the product and services. We are talking about tech company over here at every stage. Measurement. So in measurement, we have data analytics tools, which are employed to track and analyze the key performance matrices. Workforce, employee development programs contribute to highly skilled and engaged workforce. Operations, lean methodologies are adopted to streamline and improvise operational processes. And last step is results. The organization consistently achieves high levels of customer satisfaction, innovation, and financial performance. Benefits and considerations. Benefits of Baldrige model of is that it offers a holistic framework for continuous organizational improvement and adaptability to change. Consideration, it considers a commitment to ongoing assessment and improvement is required for applying the Baldrige model effectively. It is more than just a framework. It is a philosophy of relentless pursuit of excellence. It empowers organizations to assess, learn, and evolve in their journey towards continuous improvement and sustainable success. Khatam.
Okay, this is actually the ISO standard of ISI or ISO standard of US and its allied organization.
Absolutely.
Basically.
I did nothing. I just read it. I did not explain it.
ये ISI standard है उन लोगों का, ISO ISI standards है उन लोगों का जिस पर वो अपना performance measure करते हैं. And if some organization is Baldrige certified, that means they are having the most lean process and the most productive processes ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll end it here. Thank you.